Hi, welcome to today's video. In this video, we will be going through how to translate your WordPress website into 104 plus languages. Now, the best part is that this can be done for free, right? You don't need to pay anything to anyone. Now, I'm sure a lot of you guys are aware that there are paid translation plugins out there. We have the likes of Wiglot, Polylang, the Polylang Pro, WPML, and Multilingual Press, just to name a few. This particular one is 100% free. Now, lastly, before we get started, make sure to watch to the end of this video as I'll be covering some possible issues that you may or may not encounter when setting this up in your server. Some web hosting companies usually place certain limitations in their servers, especially for shared hosting servers. So this may affect the way the plugin is set up, for you. So you want to stick around till the end to see how to get around these issues. Now, as you can see here, you can easily choose between different languages. Now, the number of languages showing here, can change, and that's because I've selected just this one. So you can add as many, or just the ones you want to have show up here. As you can see here, if I click on German, the plugin translates the entire website to German. And select another language, and the whole website is translated to that language. So let's get started. As a WordPress or Shopify business owner, you'd appreciate the need to save time and focus on things that actually matter to your business. Now at Mangoes, my team and I specialize in providing a comprehensive website management service tailored to meet your needs. We provide website updates to make sure your plugins and themes are up to date and then that they don't break your website. We also monitor your website. So if, for example, your website goes offline for any reason, my team and I would, get into it and make sure we find the root cause of that issue and then get your website back online so you don't miss any sales. We also do content creation. We also do social media management and scheduling, where we create content based on your business category. We create all those things and schedule your content. This is a great thing to help you. This is great if you're looking to drive traffic from your social media profiles back to your website. Another big part of our service is where we create search engine optimized articles to help you rank on Google. We first, do a kind of extensive keyword research for your website and find out the keywords that you can and you should rank for, and then we write uh, contents around those to help you rank. Now, these are just a few of the many services we offer all in one package. So you want to check out mango.host, which is a MANGOO.host, and start for free. You can sign up for a free trial. So let's get back to the video. So over here at the plugins page, you'll notice the list of languages that is supported by the plugin. So you can see if your language is available, but I'm sure most languages will show up there. So the next step will be to copy the title of the plugin, copy it, and then we'll go to our WordPress installation, and under plugins, add new. Go ahead and paste the title. Okay, so here it is. Click on install now, and finally activate. So now that we have the plugin activated, you can find the translator link in the WordPress menu. So we're just going to click on it. Now, so this is the setting. This brings us to the settings page, where you find under the language settings, you'll find the list of languages that are available. So based on the ones you're interested in, you can just select what you need and unselect which ones you don't need. Under base language, this will be the default language. In this case, the default language is set to English, so you can choose whatever works for you. And then we'll go to the stylings tab. Under the styling tab, you can change or modify the appearance of the plugin. Over here, text displayed, you can choose to have just the language name as it's shown here. You can switch to language name, including the language code right here, and then or just the language code. So basically you can just play around this, change the colors, and then kind of style it to fit your website's design. And here we have different types. I'm not going to go into this, but you can just test it out and choose which one works. So but the minimalist will work for most people. So if that doesn't work, you can just play around it and change. So this right here, this is how it looks. So switch it back to minimalist. This will help with blending into. This will easily blend in with the design of your website. So hop over to the advanced options tab. So under the advanced tab, the first option is the default location. It's set to on. So if we go to our home page, this is the default location. Now this will not work for, it won't work for most people because it looks weird. So we're going to turn that off. You can also include it as part of your menu. So if you go to primary menu and we click on save changes, and then we go over to refresh the website. Now something to note, if you're using a cache plugin and like WP Rocket or any of those plugins to help you optimize for your website speed, optimize your website speed, you need to clear the cache because your changes may not reflect immediately. So I'm just going to purge my cache. Okay, so now we'll see back here we added it to the primary menu. So it has been added, but you'll notice that the styling is not that great. So we're going to go back and remove this. So what we'll do is we'll add this plugin, we'll add it from the customizer section. We'll have better control, in the way we want to have this placed on the site, especially in the menu. So you can also insert the language selector to into any page using the shortcode. So you just copy this and then you paste it right into a page, a post, or wherever it's allowed. Now you can also find the widget in the widget section. So that will be under appearance and widgets. Now auto translate. So most browsers have their own language set. So this plugin can this plugin can get the language for the visitor's browser, and then automatically switch to that language if it's part of what you've selected. If it's not, then it will default back to the the default language. So we'll turn this off. So if that works for you, you can leave it on, but for this tutorial I'll turn it off, and I'll click on save changes. So what I'll do is I'll head to the customize section. So you can just click on this. I'll wait for it to load. Okay, now we're at the customizer section. We want to add the language selector or switcher to the menu. So what we'll do is we click on this, and by the way, we are using the Astra theme. So if you want to use, if you like the layout and how the menu looks, then you can get that with the Astra theme. Is free. So over here we have we'll just look for, delete one of these, and then we'll click on the plus sign. We'll add an HTML widget, and then we'll move this in front of the my account link right here. So we want to go back to the settings page and then copy the shortcode. Remember I said this shortcode can be inserted in any page or any location you want to. So we're going to just click on this and then edit it, switch to text so that we don't have any extra codes, and we're just going to paste this right here just like this, and click on publish. Now if we go back to the home page, we can find our language selector or switcher right here. So now you notice how it's looking better and has been aligned. So if you're using a plugin like Elementor to create your header, you can further fine-tune it to position it exactly as you want, or wherever you want. You can also include it in the footer, and wherever you think works for you. So we'll play with the languages. You switch to you can see it's being translated to German. Select different languages, and instantly the plugin translates the website on the fly. So it doesn't reload the page, it just translates it. This is all thanks to Google's API that the plugin utilizes. So if you've found this tutorial helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe, and also share this video so that others can find it, and it will also help the channel. So many thanks for that. So if you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, please leave the comments below and I'll reply to as many as I can. So thank you again for that. Now the next part is, as I mentioned in the beginning, that there's certain as I mentioned in the beginning, I'll be going through some possible issues or problems that you may face, when you're working with this particular plugin. So the first uh, kind of type of issue that you may face will be for the translator plugin not being displayed in the foreign language. Okay, so if you have that kind of problem, so that can be caused by, as I mentioned, if you have any cache plugin, like WP Rocket, Auto Optimize, Lightspeed, which is what I'm using currently. Lightspeed is what I'm using. We have other plugins like W3, Total Cache, or any similar one. So that could be a possibility. So what you want to do is make sure you include an exception in whatever plugin you're using, and also try to reset or purge the cache as I did. Just going to go ahead and switch back to English. So that's one possible issue. So the next one is the menu shortcode won't display on a phone or tablet. If you're having responsiveness issues, it's not showing in the mobile version of your website. So now, if you have that issue, what it the the possible explanation for that is, if you have the shortcode, on a single page, you have it, inserted twice in a single page. So let's say you have the shortcode at the top here, and then you have it somewhere at the bottom of the page. So basically, you inserted the shortcode twice in the page. So that can be a problem, that can be a factor that can cause that issue. So you just need to make sure that the shortcode is inserted once. So having it at the footer and the header and the footer below is fine, so you don't run into that issue. And so another issue would be translating from English to Serbian. So the reason for, if you're having that issue, you can't translate from English to Serbian. The reason is the plugin makes use of a version of Google Translate that does not handle Serbian, that is written in Latin, right? If that makes sense. So if you go to the plugin support page, the developer did say that there's a Google Translate version that does support Serbian, that supports Serbian written in Latin, but that costs money to use. It's a separate API. So, but this particular plugin is designed to be free, for people to use. So if they end up using that API that supports the Latin characters, then the plugin wouldn't be free. So that's another thing to have in mind. So now the next issue will be how to detect browser language. So the previously from the version 1.5, 1.50, that functionality has been built in. It wasn't there previously, so it has been added from 1.5. So we talked about it here, or that under auto translate. So this is part of that feature that translates the website based on the visitor's browser language. So hopefully this has been helpful. If you're getting any issues, you can head over to the plugin support page and submit a request. The developer seems to respond on time, so I'm sure you can get whatever questions you have answered. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, please leave your comments below and I'll reply to as many as I can. So again, subscribe and thank you for watching. You can watch the next video. Thank you.